Okay, I'm going to show you how to do the using career assessment results to set goals assignment on your checklist. The PowerPoint that you're looking at right now is going to be on our Weebly site, so you can pull this up and go step by step, go a little slower if you like, but I'll walk you through it right here. What we're hoping to do is use SMART goal terminology to write a goal about what you want to accomplish career-wise. Last unit we did a lot of assessments based on your interests, based on your career interests. Here we're going to start narrowing down how do you want to reach those careers. You want to identify obstacles in the way and make a list of those obstacles. You're going to see what's going to get in the way of you reaching the goals you want to reach, and then consider the resources that you're going to have that are going to help you overcome those difficulties. The next thing, consider each of the obstacles you listed and think about how you might use your resources to overcome each obstacle. Identify how your resources can help you overcome obstacles to achieve your goal. And then the last thing you're going to do is revise and write your final goal. Your tentative goal may be fine the way it was to begin with. You're just going to have to go back and look. You should have a worksheet in front of you that you're going to fill in, and I'll show you how to fill that in too. First thing I need you to do, and I've got a picture here, you're on your login screen of Missouri Connections. Over here on the right where you see the red circle, you're going to click on first My Portfolio and then down to Combined Report of Assessments. You should see a screen that looks like this once you click on that, and I want you to click in each area, and some of these might be a little bit different, but you're going to click on the latest results for each assessment you did. You're going to click the latest possible one you did, and then you'll click View Report. This should bring up a screen that looks just like this. From here, you're going to click on the box of 3 of those careers to make them a favorite. Okay? You can pick any 3 that you like. Now here's the issue. If you look at me and say, well, I hate all those jobs, then maybe you need to go back and retake some of the assessments, see if maybe you didn't take it seriously enough or take your time and think through the answers enough the first time. Otherwise, maybe you need to reevaluate what you actually want, and if you're being honest with yourself about how your interests line up with the career you want. So you're going to choose your top 3 occupations from this list, okay? If you look over here on the right where I'm circling here, there's going to be check marks, and it's going to say where those ended up with your career cluster, with your interest profiler, with your occupation sort. It's going to tell you how well it matched up in each of those tests. Here's the worksheet. And this little chevron here, that's where you're going to write your careers, the 3 you checked. Just, write them small enough they fit in there, okay? That's step 1. Step 2, you can read it on the worksheet. Using CIS, learn about the requirements of these occupations, helpful high school subjects, skills, knowledge, and abilities. Then write key information in the columns to the right of the chevrons. So that's going to go in here. We did a lot of the legwork on this in Unit 1, where you wrote down a lot of that stuff on those sheets. You're going to take that information, kind of hit the main points. What kind of high school courses are going to help you? What's the big steps it's going to take you to get to those 3 careers? And you're going to write them in these boxes here. Step 3, analyze the information above and draft your goal statement below. This says begin with I want to, but I want you to put it in SMART goals terminology like we did in Unit 1, which is I will. So you can cross out I want to and write I will, and then say your goal. Be sure and put a time, be sure it's specific, be sure it's measurable, okay? Step 4, list up to 4 obstacles and resources indicated below. Indicate how your resources can help overcome your obstacle. An obstacle is something that's going to get in your way. Okay, and we can talk about something as simple as money. We can talk about maybe your disability. We can talk about your motivation. You can talk about family situations. Anything that's going to get in the way of you reaching that goal is going to go in this obstacle box. But then what we want you to do is, for each obstacle, what's the answer to overcoming that obstacle? okay? Because we can't overcome these obstacles. It may just be a little more difficult than we'd like it to be. What's that going to look like? There should be 4, okay? The last thing you're going to do is down here at the bottom, whoops, I went too far. It says, it's the same thing. It's the same as this box here. Cross it out and say, I will. See if maybe when you thought about these obstacles and resources, maybe you can refine your goal a little bit more and put it in here. Maybe it affects your timeline. Maybe your goal has changed just a little bit. Maybe your career goal has changed just a hair. Rewrite it with that change in here. Once you're done with that, you're completed. Now I'm going to pull up the website itself and walk through how it looks. Okay? I'm going to come in here to my portfolio, and I'm going to click on the Combined Report of Assessments. You see it brought up this page. It says include the most recent results. Make sure the most recent is the one that's checked. Okay? If you've clicked this radio button, then it should be the most recent in each one. View report. And here's the page. Okay? Now I'm going to go through and pick my top 3, which I've already done. I checked off museum technicians and conservators, adult and vocational education teachers, and I didn't click another one. Let's randomly choose. I want to be a maid. So I'm going to click on that. Okay. Come up here to the top, save checked, and the ones by the stars are the ones that are my favorite. Then what I'm going to do on that worksheet, if we can go back to the worksheet, right in here is where I'm going to put those jobs in this chevron. Okay. Come back to the website. I'll click on this one. Okay. Now I'm just looking for key information. This at a glance page is going to have a lot of the key information. Here's how much I might make a year. Now that's a pretty wide swath, about $40,000 between the low and high end. There's a lot of people doing it. It's faster than average growth. Very high annual openings, which means it's going to be easier to get that job on an annual basis. Here's the preparation, which we went over in Unit 1. That's what's going to take to do that job. You're going to have to cover all those bases. Okay? Some other things. There are 7,490 employed in it right now. That's very large. There are a little over 2,000 annual openings. Okay, that's important. Anything you think is going to be important. If it were me and I would do this, click on programs of study. Okay, write down a couple of the majors that's going to help you. Nursing education, adults and continuing education. Okay, those go in these boxes. Now you formulate your SMART goals. We talked about the obstacles and resources, and reformulate a goal based on this. Okay. Feel free to ask me if you've got any questions, but otherwise, that's how you do that assignment. Thank you.